Well, good morning. For those of you who haven't heard me before, you'll notice that I don't have a American accent. I have a deep Southern accent. So from very deep Southern, right? From down under. My wife and I came over to America actually 22 years ago, and we still try to maintain our Australian accent. We're with an organisation called Answers in Genesis. It's an organisation to teach people how to defend the faith in today's world. And Memorial Day weekend last year, we opened a creation museum in the greater Cincinnati area, the only one of its kind in the world. And this particular museum, 70,000 square feet, is actually more of a walk through the Bible. It's a walk through the Bible answering the questions of the age with animatronic dinosaurs, with live animal displays, a Digistar projection system, the planetarium, a special effects theatre, just like Universal Studios, where the seats vibrate, blow water and air on you and that sort of thing. And you'll walk through the whole Bible and experience it. Need to take a whole day, basically, and walk through Noah's Ark and then see our two-story dinosaur exhibit. We present the gospel based in real history. We have outside waterfalls, beautiful gardens, dinosaur topiary, petting zoo with a zorse and a zonkey and other interesting creatures. See, they're all part of the horse kind. Noah didn't need zebras and horses and donkeys and all the different types of horses on the ark, and he needed two horses. So see, there's good teaching in all of that. So I trust you can come to the Creation Museum. You can find out a lot more about that from the answersingenesis.org website. What I wanted to do today was this. It is the year of Darwin, so to speak. 200th anniversary of his birth this month, and later on in the year, the 150th anniversary of the origin of the species. And the Darwinists, the secularists, are pushing Darwin like never before around the world. And we also look at this nation of America, and we realize that this nation of America has greatly changed, hasn't it? In fact, I believe it's on the verge of massive change in many ways. Not just economically, I'm talking about morally. And there's a verse of Scripture I want us to remember today, and it's this one from 1 Chronicles 12 verse 32. It comes from one of those genealogies. Some of the times those passages we don't like to read them unless we want to go to sleep. But in here we get this little gem of the sons of Issachar who had understanding of the times. They had understanding it was the time for David to be king. But I want to apply it this way for us today. Do we have understanding of the times in America? Do we really know what's going on? I mean, do you realize America has been the greatest Christian nation on earth? Even right now, you have more churches, seminaries, Bible colleges, Christian bookstores, Christian resources, Christian radio, TV than any other nation in the world. You have right now more Christian resources than you've ever had in your history. Millions are worshiping in churches like this all across America today. But for all of that, let me ask you a question. Is America as a culture becoming more Christian or less Christian every day? And what would you say? Less Christian. So there is something wrong. Why is not the church touching the culture? Why do we see these moral issues pervading this nation like never before? Who would have thought 50 years ago you'd have the issue of abortion and gay marriage and nativity scenes and 10 Commandments being thrown out of public places? Who would have thought the Bible would by and large be eliminated from public schools, that God would be thrown out of the science classes? This nation has changed. A humanist group put an ad in the Washington Post newspaper recently congratulating President Obama and putting one of his quotes from his autobiography that he wrote before the election. And he said this: "Whatever we once were, we are no longer just a Christian nation. We are a Jewish nation, a Muslim nation, a Buddhist nation, a Hindu nation, a nation of non-believers." Pretty sad, isn't it? But America is no longer a Christian nation. And sad when the president, the leader of this nation, actually says we are no longer a Christian nation. And you know, you see all sorts of things happening in the church. For instance, 95% of kids from church homes go to public schools in America. That's 95% of your kids, your grandkids. And you know, George Barna in his research indicates of those kids from church homes that go to public schools, 70% at least will walk away from the church. Does that concern you when you think of your kids, your grandkids? Barna also said that in a new study conducted among 16 to 29-year-olds, a new generation is more skeptical and resistant to Christianity than were people the same age just a decade ago. And that's what we're finding, isn't it? And so we have to ask ourselves, why is not the church touching the culture like it has in the past?